Hello, good morning, and welcome to Model Spheres, Models Mess, Modelling Shenanigans. You've got me and Bro. How you doing, Bro?
I'm good. You?
Oh, above ground and breathing, as usual.
Bonus.
Which is always a bonus. So, what you been up to, Mel?
Well, this morning I got up later than normal, so I went for I got a brew, did some emails, and then went for my walk before doing exercises. Had breakfast and then sat around watching crap TV, and then realised we were on at 11, so I got a quick shower and came in here. Since Monday, I can't remember what I'd done on the Apocalypse tank, the Hobnob search and rescue vehicle, but I'm adding detail to these front pieces I've added. There's a little bit more I want to do on there. I've added these two pieces here, like vents, they need sorting out, and I've got some odds and ends that are gonna fill this space where tools were, so I'm going to do that. And I'm working on the fan. I've added this motor end. That's going to be the driving motor for the fan, because obviously the engine for this needs runs hotter and it needs venting more vigorously than the normal engine. I am at the moment, I've just been marking, you won't see it, marking around the periphery of this piece to add, I don't know if you can see that, this wire, music wire, as supports to the engine piece.
All right, what are they, guitar strings?
No, there might be guitars.
Wires.
They are what they're called music wires. I think they're like 0.38 of a millimeter or something. I originally bought them to do rigging on the Gladiator.
All right.
But I changed my mind, decided it'd be easier to do use normal easy line. But this stuff, it's nice and it's springy.
Yep.
Basically, I don't know, that's spring steel, but makes perfect antennas.
Nice.
So
I might have to look out for some of that then.
Yeah, I can give you the designation of it. There's quite a lot of it. It's a meter. They come in meter lengths, and there's about 5 or 8 pieces. but not a lot of dosh. So it's worth
Nice.
it. I mean, especially for armour, it's a good thing for antennas, I'm going to say, because it's straight and you can bend them as per real life antennas. What else? So that's where I'm at, just carrying on detailing this. I've had a thunk about the Aston Martin. Nothing much, that just that because the shape of the roof,
Yeah.
that it's difficult because the sun's good. This red piece here angles forward.
Right.
Odd that it doesn't do it on this side, so something's not right. I think it's out of kilter. Right, so that's something I'm investigating, whether I can just cockle that over and make it straight. So how do I go? Yeah, I can do, because that won't be in position when it's paint goes on. And then just if I can make the white conform to that line. I mean, in the end, it won't matter whether it's angled forward or not, because you won't notice it when all the other paint's done. It's just that it came up and I went, oh, that's not right. And I think I can see that I've not got it straight across here.
Yeah.
So it's angled. The angle starts there. So yeah, that's one of the things about doing this sort of shit. Just looking at it, working it out, what needs to be done.
Yeah.
But not a lot. It'll work out one way or the other.
Oh yeah, of course it will.
Yeah. I'm looking for. I'm itching to start the painting, but I've got to get the white right first, because the white, it's come up not too bad just rubbing it down. So
yeah.
And again, the finishing, once I've got the Union flag on, I can sort of do some polishing up of that, get it a good finish before moving on. So it's not a drama.
Cool.
That's that. And nothing else. Rather than modelling, I've been gaming. So,
Cool.
Because I'm a bit pissed off about the house thing.
Yeah, I bet.
Shit, but hey.
Yeah.
Oh.
Brilliant. Thank you, Mo. Hello, Mr. Marley.
Hello. Sorry, I'm late.
What have you been up to?
Fighter World today.
How did it go?
It was good. So one of the guys has finished a 1:18 scale Hobby Boss Saber kit. Showing here. I'll just change camera. This is probably it's showing on the iPhone sort of thing, but you could see, so the actual Saber in the background there, and that's the kit he's made.
Nice.
And it's a beautiful job.
So 1/18th.
1/18th, yeah.
Bloody hell.
Love it.
So he's done a really nice job of that. Apart from that, so this is a flying model that somebody had built years ago and donated to the museum. The colours were all wrong and everything else, so he's also repainted that in the proper,
right.
I think it's a jungle green and
So,
RFF.
is that a buffalo?
Yeah.
No, it's a boomerang.
Boomerang. Yeah.
Oh,
boomerang.
Right, okay. That's the Australian version of the buffalo, isn't it?
Australian version of it's basically making a fighter out of a Texan wing.
Got it, Texan. That's it. Cool. Nice.
Oh, Harvard. Yeah. So that's quite nice. Oh, you've seen this, haven't you?
No.
So this is the F-35 apparently shot down in in Iran, which is interesting because if you have a look at the size of the buildings there compared to the size of the people, compared to the size of the plane.
That's a load of bullshit.
Yeah.
That's not even an Israeli bloody insignia, is it?
No, it's an AI replication thing, I think, but there's no way. I mean, the people compared to the cockpit. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
Uh,
The
but
pilot must be
there'll
freaking
be so
giant.
many people that believe that as a thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. All right, so what I'm working on is a FX 72nd scale Victor B2 BS.
Cool.
So it's just big. So what I did yesterday is, let me take the swing off. So I'm still, I'll give this another coat. This is the intakes, trying to get rid of the seams. So far so good, but I'll give it another go today. This is just diluted, the standard Vallejo putty stuff. And yesterday I put together, I put the Bombay in place just so I can glue a couple of things together. But it's all going to be covered up by the blue steel anyway.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because that part, it doesn't fit. It's a little bit short.
Oh, no.
But I've seen other people build it, say, yeah, it's just short. And if you get the actual Bombay doors, they fit beautifully. It's just that part fits the Vulcan and the and the Victor, but just one better than the other. And I'd thrown together the air brakes. I've got the enhancement kit for it. So
Oh, nice.
a couple of bits have been chopped away and replaced. So the actuator, so there you can see it there. It's not bad. And I've drilled through perforated the actuator plates and stuff, and they're lined on both sides. So once that has a bit of like grey and everything else, that'll look okay. But I bought a new kit today just because it was mentioned that they don't have at Firewall, they don't have a Hawk in there. So I've bought myself this one. Now, I don't know if you've seen this kit or whether it's available there, but it's one of our ones.
Nice.
I'll show you the schemes that comes with it. All right, so 4 schemes. That one there, which is UPW, it's basically one of the Australian, 76 Squadron founder. Really don't like that scheme at all. It's just yuck. They got this 176 Squadron. It's one of the Mackeys was painted like this. So they've redone a Hawk in the same sort of scheme. I don't really like that. That's the standard 76 Squadron Hawk. It's Mark 127, so it's got a longer nose than the standard T2, T1, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
And a 79 Squadron one at the bottom there. So these ones are in initial pilot training in Perth, and these are the actual lead-in fighter ones. So I'll be doing that middle one there. Well, that's what the managers asked for. So I might put the Victor aside and actually build this. Not that I really need to, but I can. What do you reckon? Just finish what I'm working on first. There's no rush.
It's up to you. If they want that done, you may as well do that.
Yeah.
Get it done. Get it out of the way.
Do it.
Then you're not got them saying, "Is it done yet? Is it done yet?"
Yeah. So I had a good day. I spoke to a couple of people and gave a group of guys a tour of behind the curtain, if you like, of the Camel replica, and putting out bits and pieces and everything else. And one of them said, you seem to know a lot about this. And I said, oh yeah, I've sort of like read about it and stuff. He said, yeah, so have I, but you're coming up with facts that I just didn't know. And I said, okay, so you're into aviation? They said, oh yeah, we're the the 4 of them are the head of the Australian Defence Aviation Safety Bureau. I'm just like, oh, okay. So I said, how did I do? Did I pass? And they said, yeah, you know your subject matter. That's really good.
Cool.
Yeah, actually, so that's pretty cool. And one of them said, I think I've met you before. Were you at Edinburgh? And I said, yeah, I was on the Orions for a couple of years. What years? And I told him, and he said, yeah, I would have met you there. Said, oh, right. Okay. Anyway, so there's that. So I had a good day.
Cool.
Nice.
Anyway, build the Hawk and the Victor together at the same time.
That's a challenge, isn't it? Well, I've got all the other ones on the go, like the Sea Fury.
Yeah.
Sea Fury. And
Do them all on the go. Yeah. See if you can get up to
Yeah.
30 on the go. That'll be a challenge.
Oh, and I've finally got the rotor on the Avro 671. I'll show you that because I
Yes,
did make a
please.
mess of it. I need to move over here, and I need to touch this up because I did have trouble getting it mounted. So
Nice.
let's see, I'll focus there. So they're in the transport position, and you could probably see it's actually quite fragile on top there. There's not much holding it together, and how much they sort of wobble around. The middle one, it's straight back, but these two are they alternate between sitting on the stabs or just hanging off the side. But I don't think they're going to last too long. But yeah, and I need to repaint where the attachment points were. I've just glue everywhere, as I thought I would get the other day. I got away with it the first time, but when I stuck it on the second time, it did smear. Not a surprise, but yeah, and probably just a streak of fuel out of the cap there, and a little bit of like just a bit of silver abrasion in places and stuff, and that'll be done.
Well, that's cool. At least it gives me the heads up if I build that thing to pin that rotor head.
I think that's what I would do.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I used I think it was 1.3 mil drill, drilled it deeper, and just sort of stuck in there with a lot of super glue, and it did go okay. But as I say, the parts. Let's see if we can focus on the head itself. Probably not. No. There we go. So it's actually quite thin. Those V bits are photo etch, and it's a spot of paint on the middle one because it was getting a bit floppy. So it is fragile. It's probably it's not difficult, but it's it's. I think they're a little bit ambitious with the ability to get that in place instead of making it a solid connection. But everything else on the kit, absolutely gorgeous.
Can you not just glue the blades to the 3 empennage sticky up bits?
Well, they are. Yeah, they are. They won't move out of there.
No, but I mean, if you glue them, because if you glue them just to the tips of the tops of those, the rudder and or the fin and
I see what you mean. Just a spot there
on the edge. Yeah,
Yeah, I could do that.
And that'll support them.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, good tip. I hadn't even thought of that. Yeah, because they will move quite.
Yeah.
They will break. Yeah, they will break.
Yeah,
So,
I know. I'd be loath to do that myself, but if it's a case of stopping them moving and breaking off, because they will move. They'll move it just a bit of wind and they'll fly.
Oh, you're not wrong. But no, that was a nice kit. I did enjoy that one.
Yeah, I fancy building one of them.
Well, it's different. Yeah, I'll continue with this, trying to obliterate the seams. Where's my putty?
I do fancy the Victor as well, and the Vulcan, and the Valiant, but where would fit those in?
Oh, I know, but that hasn't stopped me before.
It'll stop me.
Putty. There we go. All right. Brush. And that's all from down under. Back to the studio.
Thank you very much, Mr. Marley. And me. We click that button. And then we flick over to that camera. And I am working on the Hunter still. I had a bit of a splash moment, which went all over that bit in there. So I'm just touching those up with the light grey. But I'm doing all the silver bits. So all the wheel wells, flat black, and then silver on top of them. So I'm just going to clear all these marks off. And then once I've done that, we can then start decaling.
Cool.
So yeah, doing all the silver bits and sorting out all the undercarriage. So that's what I is up to.
Lovely. So how's the temperature getting warmer?
Oh yeah, we are
It-
at 28 in here at the moment.
Oh, yeah. It's a bit warm.
Yeah, it's getting
Well,
warmer
for
here as well.
for a Brit it is, yeah.
No, I get it. Yeah, there's no judgment. Well, you know, your buildings are different, and yeah, I get it.
The thing is, though, when I'm doing that, I've also got to take into account the humidity in there when I'm spraying,
Of course.
which is a bit weird.
Well, they also said today, oh, we don't have an Orion, but we can't find a kit of it. And I said, oh, I bought one last week. Oh, could you make it for us? Oh, yeah, I guess I could put it here. Great.
Well, we've got 2 people watching.
Oh,
So those 2 that are watching, please say hello. Okay. Scared somebody off there. We've only got 1 watching now. It's probably Malcolm.
probably.
Yeah.
Le Grand Fromage.
After all this time, I still get amazed by the birds over there. They sound so foreign.
I was just thinking about. I could hear the birds. I wonder where they were. Whose mic's picking them up?
Oh, it's me. I always pick them up.
It's been
Right
the
there.
alternative, not picking them up.
Yeah. I had a nice, pleasant surprise this morning. Walked out of the man cave after doing my exercises, and walked out for breakfast, and there was a pair of butterflies flitting around because apparently all the butterflies are dying off.
Oh.
And there was a pair of the things. I thought that's quite cool. Red admirals as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Got I don't, as you know, probably remember, I don't do gardening, but just outside the man cave, there's not a raised bed. I put some large stones in across
right.
from the step to the conservatory.
Yeah.
And initially, Mrs. had planted strawberries there, so I used to be able to just go out and nick strawberries.
Yeah.
But now it's there's some other plant that like takes over, which it's quite nice. It's colourful. It's orange and yellow, so I quite like it, and it attracts a lot of bees and other things. So that's quite cool. Got a bit of nature outside the man cave. But when I saw these butterflies, I thought, that's even better.
Nice.
And the bees are big bumblebees.
Yeah. We've got a lot of those in the garden. We've got a hive somewhere near us, which I'm pretty sure about.
Yeah, bumblebees are just weird, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, fascinating because they're bees and they do their thing. The fact is, they're just massive, and like helicopters shouldn't fly.
Yeah, it's like, how the hell do they manage to fly? They should never ever be able to fly the size of them.
No.
But nature goes, up yours, arsehole. I'm going to make them fly.
Yeah. So it's nature and all sorts. So I'm quite pleased. I'm beginning to wonder whether I'll actually be able to stop adding parts to this apocalypse.
Oh yeah, Mal. I've had to double water trap my airbrush.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I've got a water trap by the compressor, which captures the vast majority of it.
Yeah.
But this morning I'm airbrushing, and then all of a sudden I get this big splat of water. I'm like, what the hell? So I've had to double trap my airbrush just so I don't get spat again. Like, Jesus. I've never seen that before in this country.
No, I've not. I don't have a problem with moisture really. I've got a water trap on my airbrush, but it's just I've never had that problem. You're spraying acrylics, aren't you?
No. Well, mainly Tamiya, but I'm also doing outclads and Mr. Colour.
Right.
I don't know what's going on, but my alclad is really spraying badly.
Too much water.
No, that fixed that. The paint had got too thick,
Oh, okay.
which is higher than usual for our clad, but issue resolved.
Is it still usable?
Yes, missed a couple of drops of Tamiya lacquer thinners worked a treat.
Cool. Cool. Ooh.
Oh.
I need to get in contact with Harder and Steinbeck.
A stripped down clean or a part?
I need a rechrome.
Oh.
Because my the bottom of the bowl where the paint goes in is all the chrome's come off.
Right.
And also,
so's mine. I'm not worried about that. Why is it a problem?
The paint just doesn't flow as well.
Not noticed that. How much to charge you for a rechrome?
I don't know. That's what I've got to get in contact with them for.
Probably cheaper to get a new bowl.
J3.
Right then, let's see what you've got up to, and we'll start with Mel.
Just a sec.
Right, give me a sec, I've got to go into the door. You carry on.
Right. Well, I've been adding bits to here.
Well,
and I'll do them all in a minute. I've finally got these two front pieces finished detailing and added. They're the final drives for the hover motors. Ish. Don't know what this is yet.
Let's have a look from the side.
What? This?
Cool.
It's a couple of vents. They're from the Tsukimura Shinden, and these pieces are the leftover plastic parts because the kit came with resin parts for the Hobby Boss. No, what was it? ICM. A 1/32 Yak 3.
Cool.
So they sort of work. I've yet to do I've got to drill 4 points equidistant and the same depth from the lip there to fit the wire. That will support the motor that runs the fan for the engine that needs a bit of extra cooling. Gas turbine engine, that's what it is. And I need another disc like that to cover the 4 arms. Then I'm going to add that Willenden netting over that, or screening over that. That's the idea. Once because this has got to come out to paint, so it won't happen straight away. So yeah, it's coming on. Things are moving. It will never be finished, though, of course.
Of course.
So that's me.
Cool. Thank you very much, Mr. Marley.
Well, I've put the inlet ducts onto the wing, so I've started. The cameras. Let me lift it up a bit more. Just started getting all the inlet strakes and dividers and stuff. I've still got 2 more to do on each side, but I'll let that dry overnight and then attack it probably with a bit of white paint before I put in the last 2, because I just had a thought maybe they're going to be a bit further back. They might be hard to reach. But yeah, that's what I've done. And I realised that I need to finish the cockpit. Just the 2 ejection seats need to have their seat belts and initiation handles and all that sort of stuff done.
Yeah.
Before I put them in place, and then that goes aside. So I think you put this together on the first page, and then you don't fit it until step 68 or something. But I might as well finish it. Yeah.
Yep. Why the hell not?
Why not? So that's me.
Yeah. Brilliant. Thank you very much indeed, for Mr. Marley. And me. All silver bits done in the wheel wells.
Oh, there's a
And
bit of detail on there.
under there, and you can just about see it. I'll put an exhaust manifold cover on there. So yeah, that is ready to take apart and then start decaling. So that's where I'm up to.
Cool.
So then, if you pair of reprobates would like to say your butty ties.
I'll be there in a sec.
Yep. All right. Christmas will be here first.
No, it won't. Give us a break.
Right.
Bye.
Take care. Stay safe. Keep modelling. And we will see you on Sunday. Bye.
Bye.